I am Deputy Michael Zazorski. I currently work for the Lee County Sheriff's Office. I've been employed since I was about 18 years old. My ultimate goal was to become a law enforcement officer, so I had to keep my nose clean. When I turned 19, I was able to go to corrections, and I had a corrections field training I had to go through. I spent 3 years in there, and I started to go to Edison while I was in corrections with the ultimate goal of coming out here. Once I became the proper age to carry a gun and drive a car, I went to another academy, which was a law enforcement academy. Upon completion of that, you come out here and you have another FTO program where you have to go, and it's about 3 to 4 months on the road, all the while still trying to go to college and have a regular life. I have just one 4-year-old. Her name's Abigail Maria. She starts school this year. She'll be going to kindergarten, and I just found out my wife is pregnant. She knew me before I was a cop, and then she knew me when I told her I wanted to go to the academy. She knew me when I went to corrections. She knows the environment. She knows the people. A lot of our friends are mutual friends. When Abigail was born, her water broke. There was 2 cops in the room. That day Abigail was born, it was a Friday. They held roll call in the parking lot to walk us in. So the cop, those guys and girls are a huge part of my life. This job can take over your life in a heartbeat. It's very easy to only be a cop, always be a cop, only have cop friends, and you I guess you separate from regular law-abiding citizens, and they separate from you. So your actions off duty are scrutinized so much because you're expected to be held to a higher standard. So on top of working so hard, you have to work hard at the other parts of your life too to keep your nose clean and not have drama. A lot of the charges, for instance, for prostitution, they're misdemeanors. So even if we get a good charge on a girl, they're in jail for a month, if that. Usually they go in jail for a couple days, see the judge. The judge is sick of seeing them, so they kick them out. And they're right back here on the street. How old are you?
I'm 49.
Where were you born?
I'm nervous right now. Belleville, Illinois.
Are you married?
No.
What do you do for a living?
I do housekeeping.
Whose house do you keep?
Other people's.
Other people's?
Yeah.
People around?
Yeah.
Have you ever had any substance abuse problems?
All my life.
What kind?
I've had crack and opiates, alcohol.
Have you ever been involved in prostitution?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have to do that to support your lifestyle? Why
Yes,
did you
I
turn
did.
to prostitution?
Yes.
How long did you do that?
For about 20 years, off and on. Yes.
And when did you stop?
I stopped a couple of years ago. I can't stand that anymore.
Really?
Oh, God.
Just totally stopped?
I can't. Well, no, not totally. Once in a great while. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Once in a great
I think
while.
I arrested you a little bit ago.
No, you haven't.
Sure. When you go through the academy, they prepare you for all kinds of stuff, but they don't prepare you for the stress on this side. People think when you go into law enforcement, you're going to see really bad things, and you will. You'll see murders, you'll see horrible stories involving kids, but you come into this line of work and you expect to see those things on the other side. You expect to get phone calls where really bad things have happened and you're sent in to go take care of it. The hardest thing I've ever had to deal with is suicide on our side, is when a cop falters or has something bad go in their life. Because you don't expect that where we are. You don't expect to sit in the roll call room and hear the story of your buddy doing something horrible to themselves and having to deal with their family on the back end. You're prepared to go deal with tragedy in other people's lives, but you're not prepared to deal with it in your life. So you have to laugh at each other. You have to laugh at the environment, because if you get stuck thinking about how bad this stuff is, you won't be able to function. You have to think about better stuff, because you see a lot of sad stuff. So you can't catch those sad things. You gotta think about better stuff. You always have to have fun as a cop. So she's got 2 of them. So what we do is sometimes these actually come into play, and it makes it nice because there's some guys that like don't want to go to jail. They don't want to get handcuffed. And sometimes if you can break the weirdness with humor, and the 2-foot-tall deputy with pink handcuffs shows up and literally walks up to the gigantic guy that, hey, you're gonna go to jail. He's like, okay. A good misconception that everybody thinks we're serious. Everybody thinks there's no fun in this job, and that we're jerks, and that we're literally out there to go get people and ruin their lives and do whatever. 99.9% of the contacts we have with the public end good. And it could be somebody shaking a hand and just saying hi, to taking a burglary report, to who knows whatever, changing somebody's tire. I've never met a cop that I work with that is in my circle that has ever done anything willful to hurt somebody. Law enforcement is very unique in that we have to be prepared to do violence quickly. We train to chase people, we train to shoot people, we train to take people down, but we don't train to take good people down. We train to take bad people down. We have to be sometimes just as violent as those bad guys, but we have a completely different mindset. I'm not out there to hurt anybody innocent. I'm out there to protect innocent people, and to protect innocent people, sometimes we have to do very violent things. Cops are like everybody else. You know, I just have a career. I have a family. I have a 4-year-old. I have a baby coming, and I have a wife. I'm not any different than anybody else. We don't try to make anything personal. When we have to arrest somebody, it's because that's the job we have. We're imperfect people trying to do a job in an imperfect world. There's an imperfect system, but people demand perfection. So it's difficult on us because we can't make a mistake, you know. If we do make a mistake, we're destroyed in the court of public opinion, and it makes our job really difficult, but we try, I guess.